We'll be exploring how professional actors and stunt people create physical violence on the stage and in front of the camera on the set. This will be fist fighting, this will be some martial arts, and we'll also use some weapons, knives and swords. The basis for all film fights is partnering, working together with your partner to create the illusion of violence, when really what we're thinking about is safety. Safety is the most important thing for us to think about. However, from the audience's point of view, the actions look very violent, and that's part of the magic of how this technique works. We combine many different martial arts to be certain that we're creating the most excitement that we can create and still be as safe as possible. Nowadays on the set, on the film and television set, actors are expected to do more of their own action work than in the past. When I was coming up, I was a stuntman and I did all the action for the stars and for the leading players. Nowadays, leading players and serious performers, they wish to do their own fights and their own minor stunts. This class will help us to understand what those requirements are and will enable beginning actors to get a leg up on the business by understanding how fights and stunt work. You'll see shows on television now like The Vikings, or like the new show on the History Channel called Nightfall. They're actors, modern day people, fighting with swords and axes and shields and knives. These are skills that ordinary people don't have. What I do is teach actors how to control and handle those weapons, as well as their fists and feet, and create the illusion of violence while once again maintaining safety as our priority. One of the things that actors often tend to forget when they're working in a highly intense situation is the vocal requirements. We spend a lot of time controlling the breath and learning how to project appropriate vocal reactions. I want the actor to be able to do it all. The vocal work, the physical work, to be a good actor. None of those things are possible without the technique. There's vocal technique and breath control technique that we will focus on in the class, as well as physical and weapons technique. The same way you learn to type, the same way you learn to sing or dance. It's all based on technique. One simple technique is the lower on the body you're hit, the higher the pitch. So if I'm hitting the stomach, you hear a sound like that. If I'm hitting the head, you'll hear a higher pitch, a different sound. Are these things real? Probably not. But reality has very little business in show business. So if any of this interests you, if you would like to perfect your skills as a on-set, on-camera fighting actor, take my class, Fighting for the Camera. I'm Steve Vaughn, and this is my class.